All right, guys, we're going to be getting started right now. I want to thank everybody for jumping on. This is Romacio Fulcher, the California Kid. Today we are without our host, but I'm here with you, yours truly. So I want to welcome you to the line. If this is your first time, guys, we've been doing this call for now a little over 6 years. Same time, same number. This call is open to anyone that has an entrepreneurial bone in your body. It's a positive environment. We don't look at the call log. We don't try and sell you anything. And it's just an environment that literally is changing people's lives just for being on this call. There are two things every single week that we tend to concentrate on. Number one, you'll find us from week to week, we'll train on life skills. We believe that as you grow as an individual, everything else around you automatically grows. Oftentimes, sometimes on Sundays, we will also teach specific skills as well. So you'll notice from time to time, we'll either be teaching a specific skill or perhaps we will be teaching a life skill. But every single Sunday for the last 6 years, same call, same number, this is what we do. We do it absolutely free. The biggest thing that we believe in is we believe what we make happen for others, God will gladly make it happen for us. And I want to encourage you to subscribe to that philosophy. What you make happen for others, God will make it happen for you. So today we're going to jump right in. We're not going to waste any time. We're going to go ahead and get started with our theme today. For those of you that did get a chance to see the flyer that went out, today we're going to be talking about the skill of following up and following through. Oh, this is a big skill. This is something that you do not want to miss. If you can take some notes, fantastic. If you can't, be sure to listen to the replay. Again, we post the replay on Facebook. We also post it on my YouTube channel as well, Romacio Fulcher at YouTube. So this skill set is something that applies to whether you are building a personal brand, whether you're building a business brand, whether you're involved in a particular business. This skill set will take you all the way to the top. I know sometimes when you jump on Sundays, we're in the last, 6 months or so, we've been training on life skills. But you never know what we're going to talk about. And today we're actually training on a specific skill, and that is the skill of following up and following through. Now, I want to, for those of you that maybe this is your first time hearing me, guys, listen, I've been an entrepreneur since I was 16 years old. I'm 44 years old today, and I can tell you I've been fortunate enough to build some very, very gigantic businesses. One in particular, we have over 750,000 distributors a part of my company. Again, 750,000 people that we've been able to build. Now, obviously, it took hard work, it took time, but most importantly, it took skill. And that's why today we want to single out the skill set of following up and following through. Now, I want to warn you, today's call is going to be rather short because sometimes people oftentimes find it hard to believe that I've been able to do billions and billions and billions of dollars of sales by just simply teaching two simple follow-up questions. I've had interviews. I've had different people come to me and say, Romacio, it cannot be this simple. And I said to them, as I say to you, the most simplest things in life are what makes it so profound. If it's complicated, 9 times out of 10, it probably won't work. But if it's rather simple, that's what makes it profound. And so today I'm going to share with you the same 2 questions that I've used and I still use to this day to build anything that I'm working on. Any business venture that I'm actually currently building, these are the exact same 2 questions. So if you've got a pen and paper, prepare yourself to take some notes because we're going to jump right in. Now, as I said, we're talking about the skill set of following up and follow through. Today, we're not talking about presenting. So obviously, if you're going to be following up on something, you already should have presented to your customer. You should have already presented to the person that you're talking to whatever it is that you're trying to sell. If it's a belief system, if it's a product, if it's a service, whatever it is that you're doing, you should have already done a presentation. So now when we're talking about following up and following through, it's really simple. The first question that I'm going to ask, I want to always make sure that the person has had a chance to see it or to hear it. And the very first question that I'm going to ask them after they've seen it is I'm going to say, is there anything that's stopping you from moving forward with me today? I want to say that one more time. Hey, John, after reviewing the information that I sent you, is there anything that's stopping you from moving forward with me today? Very simple question. Guys, it works 10 out of 10 times. I'm going to say it one more time. Is there anything that is stopping you from moving forward with me today? And once you ask that question, you shut your mouth and you listen to their response. Very simple. You see, the customer is going to tell you what the objection is. They're going to tell you what it is that maybe is giving them reservation about moving forward. Or they're going to tell you, nothing, I'm ready to go right now. Now, if the customer says, nothing, I'm ready to go right now, ladies and gentlemen, you take the order. Take the order. Don't start talking about anything else other than taking the order. The customer just told you they're ready to move forward. Then pull out your pen, pull out your paper, pull out your calculator, pull out whatever tool you need, and you take the order. You move forward. Don't be the person that continues to block the sale. They just told you they're ready to go, so take the order. Now, the second question that I teach after you've asked your customer, is there anything that's stopping you from moving forward? Let's suppose that they've told you, yes, there's a couple of things that are, that there's a couple of things that are holding me back. And they've told you, this, and they told you that, and they told you this. This is your response. Is that the only thing that is stopping you from moving forward? Is that the only thing? Is that the only item that we need to solve? Is that the only thing that's stopping you from moving forward? One more time. Is that the only thing that is stopping you from moving forward? And sometimes they'll say, yeah, if we can get that fixed, and yeah, if we can address that, if we can make that happen, yeah, we're ready to go. And then your response is, so let me be clear here. So if we can fix this, if we can do this, if we can solve this, you are ready to move forward today. Is that correct? And they're going to reply yes. So let's try this one more time, guys. Question number one, is there anything stopping you from moving forward with me today? That's question number one. Now, question number two is, if they've told you that there's something that's stopping them from moving forward, question number two is that the only thing that's stopping you from moving forward with me today? Is that it? And sometimes they'll say, well, yeah, it's this, and also it's that, and it's also kind of this, and and so you're going to say, hey, John, let me make sure that I'm clear. I want to repeat to you what it is that I'm hearing. So you're saying if we can fix this, and you're saying you also need this as well. So, John, these two things that I just mentioned, is there anything else that's stopping you from saying yes to this and moving forward? No, that's it. That's it. Okay, John, so if we can fix these two things and make you happy on these two items, You are ready to pull out your credit card. You're ready to join. You're ready to move forward. You're ready to take the next step. Is that correct? And John's response will be, well, yeah. Ladies and gentlemen, it is that simple when it comes to closing. It is that simple when it comes to following up. It is that simple. I teach 2 questions. Those 2 questions have worked. They still work, and they always will work. Now, I want to break down to all of you that are listening the psychology of why they work. Let me tell you something, and I want you to write this down. Most people talk too much. Most people, they talk too much. They think selling is running their mouth, and it's not. They think selling is constantly doing all the talking. No, it's not. It's very hard to sell someone something that they don't really want to buy. It's very hard to get someone to move forward on something that they're really not interested in. It's very hard. So what I want you to understand is this. Everything that you say, they doubt. But if they say it, it must be true. Write that down. If I say it, you doubt it. But if you say it, it must be true. Write it down. This will take you a long way in life. It's very simple, very profound. If I say it, you doubt it. But if you say it, it must be true. So one more time. If you say something to someone else, 9 times out of 10, they're going to doubt what you're saying. But if they say it, it must be true. Now, the reason I point that out to you, because when you're following up with someone and they've seen a presentation or they've seen some information or whatever it may be, you have to understand that they realize you're trying to sell them something. You're trying to get them to move forward with you on an idea, a product, a business, whatever. They realize what's going on. So in their mind, they've already decided, you want me to buy this. You want me to join with you. You want me to be on your team or whatever it is. You want me. Subconsciously, this is what they're feeling. It's very important for you to understand that. Okay? Now, that's why they're going to doubt what it is you're saying, because in their mind, they see what it is you have to gain from them saying yes. So it's important that you understand the dynamics. Okay? So therefore, that's why it's important for you to understand whatever you say, they doubt. But if they say it, it must be true. That's why the person asking the questions is the person that's in control. Again, the person that's asking the questions is the one that's in control. That's why the 2 questions are, hey, John, is there anything that's stopping you from moving forward? And you listen, and you let John tell you what it is. And then once John tells you what it is, you say, okay, so John, I just want to be clear of what I heard. You're saying if we can solve this and if we can solve this, you're ready to go. Is that correct, John? Am I accurate? Is that correct? If we can make this happen for you and if we can make this happen for you, you are ready to go today. Is that true? You see that? See, again, if John says it, it must be true. So the customer is going to tell you what it is they need in order to move forward with you. Your job now is to supply them with what they need. Get them what they need. They just told you exactly what they need to be able to do business with you. They just told you. They just told you exactly what it is they need. So now you know. So now all you have to do is go out and solve it. Now, as I showed you on this flyer, guys, I said that this call is about following up but also of following through. I have seen hundreds, if not thousands of people that have certainly followed up before, but following through is something different. Let me give it to you this way. I'm involved in a business right now. I'm not going to mention what it is. And right now, I've got about 37 deals that I'm working on right now. 37 different, let's just call them customers that I'm working with right now. 37. And all 37 of these, they've pretty much told me what it is they need to move forward. And so when we talk about following up, that's asking the questions, is there anything stopping them from moving forward? They tell you what it is. So now you know. You followed up. You now know what's stopping them from moving forward. Once you know what's stopping them from moving forward, you simply write it down. But to follow through, you have to complete what it is they told you that they were looking for. You have to finish the job. The job is not finished yet. So what you have to do is you have to continue to provide them what it is they're looking for until they're ready to move forward. And sometimes what it is they're looking for is rather easy to fix. Sometimes maybe it's a little harder to fix. Depends upon what it is you're selling. Depends upon what it is you're doing. And so when I told you I have 37 deals that I'm working on, some of those deals are ready to go right now. While others of my deals, they're taking me some time to go ahead and complete what it is that they're looking for. So when we talk about following up, that just simply means asking the customer, the client, or whoever it is you're working with, is there anything stopping them from taking the next step with you? And they're going to tell you what it is. But when we talk about following through, that means that after they've already told you what it is stopping them, you now have to provide that solution. And I've seen a lot of people, if the deal is not ready to go right now, they completely drop the ball and just completely move on. I've seen a lot of people. In other words, it's like saying, it's like telling the customer, if you don't want to move forward right now today, then forget it. I don't want to do business with you. Honestly, that is not a smart business philosophy. You will have some people that will tell you, no, I don't want to do business with you today. You will have some people who tell you, yes, they do want to do business with you today. And you'll have some people say, nah, not right now, maybe in the future. That is how business works, all businesses. So if you're only looking for the people that want to do business with you today, that means all of the people that told you that they would potentially do business with you in the future, and you didn't keep log of that, that's not smart to me. That's not a smart business philosophy at all. So you're going to have some yeses, I'm ready to go right now. You're going to have some no's, no thank you, and you're going to have some maybes, maybe in the future. You should always keep log of the maybes. You should always keep log of the maybes, the ones that are long-term, not just the ones right now, but also the ones that are long-term. You should always do that. So, guys, this call today is really simple. It's a very short call. We're teaching a specific skill talking about following up and following through. And today I taught you two simple, I'm talking a 2-year-old baby can understand these two questions. Question number one, is there anything stopping you from moving forward with me? Is there anything stopping you from moving forward with me today? And you be quiet and you listen. And once they tell you what it is that's stopping them or preventing them or giving them reservation, you repeat back to them what you heard. So you're telling me, John, that if we can fix this and if we can fix that, you are ready to move forward today. Is this accurate and correct? And John will say, yes, that's correct. Okay, John, let me get off the phone. I'm going to come back to you with some solutions. I'll call you back. Boom. And you get busy. Now, last thing I'll say. Some people will say, well, all right, what if I go and I get John what he was looking for? Or I provide John with the information he needed. And then all of a sudden, John says, well, there's going to be more I need too. Yeah. And now you're upset because John told you it was only 2 things that he needed to move forward. And now you go do those 2 things, and it feels like John is taking advantage of you because he's not doing what he said he would do, which is move forward. So now this is where what I do, if that ever happens, and it has happened before, I'll say, hey, John, listen, the last time we spoke, you told me these were the 2 things that you needed, correct? No, John, hold on, John. You told me these were the 2 specific things that you needed to move forward. Is that correct? Yes, I did. Okay, so now that I've got those things, you're adding something different. John, I understand that we all make mistakes in life and sometimes we forget things. I understand all that. But John, I want you to understand from my position, I don't mind providing you what it is that you need, but I don't want to be taken advantage of. And I'm sure you can respect where I'm coming from. I don't want to be taken advantage of. So John, I need to ask you one more time for the record. Is this the last item that you need? And then you are truly ready to go. You're truly going to be moving forward. There won't be a 4th thing. There won't be a 5th thing. John, are you sure? Maybe you might want to take a deep breath, John. Think about it. Make sure. Because I don't want to feel like I'm being taken advantage of. So are you sure this is the final item that you need to move forward? And at that point, guys, once John tells you, yes, I'm positive, I'm sorry I should have told you this before, I'm sorry, blah, 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 blah. Once he tells you, boom, now you can go ahead and provide him what he's looking for, and then hopefully you guys can move forward and take the next step. After that, I would not give John a 3rd chance. No way. No way on God's green earth would I give him a 3rd chance. No way. Okay? So, guys, I hope that this was really helpful to you. I hope that you will take these 2 simple questions. I hope that you will apply them to any business that you're involved in. I don't care what it is. I don't care if you are a leader on a job and you're teaching people or training people on what you want them to do so that they can do a better job serving at whatever it is you do. These 2 questions are very, very, very profound. They're simple, but they're profound. Is there anything stopping you from moving forward? Boom. That's question 1. And question 2. Once I've provided this, once we've addressed this issue, once we've solved this issue that you mentioned, are you fully ready to move forward right now? Those 2 questions. Always remember, if you ask the customer what their reservations are, they will always tell you. Your job is to be quiet, listen, and provide them what it is that they need so you can close the sale or so that you can move forward to the next step. Remember, you're here to serve, not to argue. You're here to provide solutions to their problems. Remember that. Money comes from solving problems. The greater the problem you solve, the more money you make. Remember, whoever told you that the person that keeps running their mouth, if you just keep talking, they'll eventually buy, that person doesn't know what they're talking about. Whoever told you this, just keep talking. Just don't stop talking. Just keep running your mouth. Whoever told you that doesn't know what they're talking about. Delete that from your brain. You want to ask questions that I just showed you. You want to listen, take notes, and you want to instantly provide solutions to your customers' questions. All right? Hey, guys, I'm the California Kid. We love you, and we'll see you guys all next week. Goodbye, everybody.